Now, one of the things that you spoke about earlier that kind of resonated with me is how Gamsing is actually working with the ecosystem, especially some of these smaller companies, right? So, I mean, you have to be a small company before you're a large company. So what we do here at ASTRI, we have this design alliance that's intended to work with, some of the company like Gamsing and larger company that has a tremendous network of or ecosystem, so to speak, a reach, a channel capability, but they don't necessarily want to do all the advanced research. In fact, Hong Kong, a lot of people don't know that we have very vibrant startup community. So how do we bridge the two? And our design alliance is doing exactly that. Now, tell us a bit more about what you guys do in that space, and in particular helping the SME of the Hong Kong ecosystem, Rex.
I'll share how we do, and then I want to also know more about what ASTRI is doing in terms of actually you provide spaces or you have some kind of scheme to help them. So in our part as a private enterprise, again, I made some examples about how we can deploy technologies from the startups. But of course, going further in the longer run in a private enterprise, we looked at other opportunities to support them. For example, nowadays we are looking at startups who are looking for investments. So for these startups, they see the opportunity of Kamshing as a platform to apply their technology. So the investment of Kamshing is not just about the money, but also a strategic investment. And also they are, after all, Hong Kong is a financial capital, we have many friends who know what Kamshing does and now understand the sort of the vision of the company more. And they are approaching us to about starting some kind of investment fund, to also be able to put in resources through a fund to these startups. So I think it's very important to have this entrepreneurship and the startups to continue to drive innovation, and we can help them by letting them understand more about the actual problems and the requirements of the project owners and the challenges on the ground. So these are the role that I think Kamshing can continue to play from investment all the way to implementation. So this is sort of our approach. Now, ASTRI, what physical, are you giving them space or?
We do, right?
Yeah, what do you guys do?
Okay. So we don't have space, we don't own any private, we don't own any real estates. We don't have funds, we're not investors. If you want investment, talk to Rex. But what we do have hundreds of researchers, and we solve difficult problems, whether it's AI, big data, 5G, IoT, blockchain, cybersecurity, even microchips. So we have researchers who are going to work on the hardest problem possible. In fact, they are not just researchers that you'll find in university. They solve problems for the society. They address pain point. In fact, for the thousands project that they have done over the last 20 years, oh, by the way, this is our 20th anniversary. So for the thousands projects they've done in the past, you can actually see and feel and touch it in the society. So that's really what sets us apart from some of the other more basic research